There it goes. Okay. Rightio. That should do it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back, hopefully, to Warframe Wednesdays. I am your host today, Fraggoth. I don't remember what I was going to do the operator for. Geez, Louise, what's going on? Sneeze, one sec. Okay, you know the worst feeling in the world is when you have to sneeze and then your body is just like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gotta do nothing you tell me to, Chief. I find that deeply frustrating. Okay, so today, right now the Razorback is up and running. So I'm probably going to murder him a couple times. Because a free blue potato / Oricid catalyst is always desirous. On that note, or to that end, I should say, did I ever make a dedicated Razorback loadout? I did not. I may well have to make that. So, to that end, as I was saying, Inaros makes an absolute joke of this. And I will show / explain why in a few moments, as I figure out what the heck I'm doing. Oh, God, I don't care that much. I don't want radiation. Where are you? Thermite rounds, there you are. I wish to swap you with something a bit more useful for this mission. Such as practically anything. High voltage. No. Element force, that's what I was aiming for. I want corrosive. Because you gotta kill you some bursts. Bursts are annoying. For this, I'm gonna bring my ever trusty Zenistar. Staring me in the face. There it is. Because I'm mostly going to have that out, and for this it really doesn't matter. I guess I could switch to an Atomos if I really wanted to. What do I have on here? Red Viral? Give me a sec. There we go. I don't want Blast, I want something else. You know what? At this stage, that's good enough for government work. I'll keep Radiation Viral. I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah, we multi-targeting now. Okay, so Inaros, and let me just double check. Yeah, it's fine. I do want a bit of range on this one. That is rather useful. This is an all-rounder build, it's nothing special, so I'm not too... Nothing special there. So what we do... Yeah, I have steel equipped, because I'm actually using steel Meridian to rank up Red Veil to get a friend some stuff. Because I have it also for... I don't want to get the Red Veil stuff, I want to get stuff from Steel Meridian. Hello!
Here's what we can do for you.
I'm gonna need relics. Because I'm gonna do some relic opening try. I can't talk today. My brain hurts. Or my brain is discombobulated. Okay. So, I have to make sure I actually have a Razorback Cipher equipped. And I'm gonna, while I'm at it, loadout option. It's the wrong one. It's select mode. I always get that confused, and I'm not totally sure why. I don't need that. Yes, yes, no. For you, I do want an Elytron for what I'm going to have to use it with. Oh, that is still... You shouldn't look at this. This is bad. This is bad juju right here. Because there was a brief period of time way back a million years ago when you could have both of these equipped at once. And I never fixed that. It probably is not giving me the bonus from at least one of those, but that's fine. Now that I have coffee in my nose is dripping. No, I don't want to be there. Okay, so what we gonna do? Just gonna find where the Razorback. I forgot to double check and make sure the Razorback cipher was equipped. That would have been terrible. It's one of those mornings, folks. I apologize. Sorry. Let's go. I have 3 of them already, so I can do all 3 runs. I'm gonna do more than that. What I will do first, come to think of it, it is, where is that? It said we're under relay Mercury. So what I want to do, yep, there it is. Okay, so to get more Razorback, which is the Razorback ciphers, you need to get something called cryptographic alu. And to get that, you need to do Arcwing stuff against Corpus. I think it's only Corpus, but you can do it anywhere. Unlike the Fomorian one, where it's only at the it's only on ground missions at the planet that the Fomorian is heading towards. This one is any Arcwing mission, you'll get them, and we will probably get quite a few in one go. Wow, I actually threaded that needle. I am impressed. Love myself better than I love myself. And for purposes of making this relatively painless, I have made sure to bring along the Elytron, because it'll make pretty short work of all of this, as well as the Larkspur. Which is like an Atomos, or a Amprex, but scaled way up and better in every conceivable way. So that's nice. I have not done any of the Nightwave challenges for the week, so those will be popping up with some frequency. I should probably have a look, but since I've maxed out the tree, my motivation to keep on farming, grinding those up is pretty low, since all you get is more wolf credits, which I can realistically only spend on Nightane. If I'm honest. I can double check the list and I'll do that. I should actually... The Itzel isn't a bad choice here, simply because you can use its black hole suction to bring items to you, which can be very convenient in many circumstances. So yeah, I'm gonna plop down the Elytron's 3 there, which is basically a series of arty strikes and will kill everything showing up. If I see cryptographic alu pop up on my screen, I'll try and point it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't been paying attention. Actually, I'm going to plop one right over there as well, just in case, because I'm about to leave the area.
Still working on it. To defend.
Yeah, there we go. Some popped up. I should also check to see if I've got the my resource boosters active. I may have left those to die, because I haven't checked on them in a while, because I usually don't need to check on them, because I usually have them up. So I have to select more resource boosters of various types.
I have the data. Move on to the next target.
Poofin' and a poofin'. Making our way. All the way over here. And on upwards.
Do not let the enemy destroy the satellite before I have what we need.
Go. That'll work for that. Just plop one off over that way. That should have both of those entrances covered, and I only need to worry about enemies going through there. Through that way. Like so. So, it's no problem at all. Because we are armed and equipped effectively. And we'll render this all affair largely moot. Just back off from there. Let's see how much cryptographic alloy we got. At the end, I am going to plop that over there, plop that over here, just so we're covered, and if we upped the... Oops. Well, too late now.
Mission accomplished. Proceed to your landing craft.
I need to turn around. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of cryptographic alloy there. Very nice. Okay, moving right along. Now I'm going to run into absolutely every barrier. I rush to get out of here and not be the last one there. Yeah.
Another job well executed.
How many did we get? 12? That's not too shabby. I mean, that covers all three that we would need to make. So that is good. Oh look, top damage job. How nice. That doesn't require skill so much as it requires knowing how to mod your weapons so that they are excessively effective. Let's see. Go away. Okay, I am actually out of resource boosters, so I'm gonna snag those. Grab a 30-day of each. So I got some plant recently. Didn't purchase it. It was from a few trades that I made. Now I'm topped up. I may get more later, but I don't need it. Okay, so we basically got what we needed as far as that's concerned. So we can go and do our friend the Razorback. Now, the Razorback is basically the Jackal fight, except he's you cannot damage him until you knock some bursts to the ground. Now, ordinarily, the process for doing this is very, very arduous, where you have to open a gate and then hop over, kill the thing, hack it, and then it hops down. But Inaros bypasses a colossal chunk of that particular thing by just bodily dragging them
offerings. You must always assassination
Through
contracts are not to be taken lightly.
and down to the ground, where they will then, once killed and hacked, do their thing and drop the shield on the Razorback, and thus you're able to kill the Razorback fairly effectively. Hopefully I'm not the only Inaros here, which would make it quicker. You can do the same thing with, I want to say Mag's Pull can do it too, but it seems to be a bit dodgy for whatever reason, whereas so long as you're aiming at the right angle, why am I even bothering with this trash? I don't need to worry about this, I can just walk forward and make it die. Hyenas and the Bursas, incidentally, are why I brought the Corrosive Amprex, because they have quite a bit of quite a bit of armor. A good rule of thumb, sadly, for Warframe is, is it a durable enemy? It's probably because of armor, because armor scales up very dangerously in terms of increasing enemy effective health. It works well for you too, but there's a large number of frames that it's very hard to get up to a significant number on, and you don't scale infinitely like the enemies do. And basically everything that isn't armored is a big fat non-problem. Oh, I didn't even remember to activate my 4 and get that charged up. 2, 3, 4, 5. I do it? I did it. So there's a operator augment, or arcane rather, that is quite useful for extremely high health frames like Inaros, because when you're in void mode, you regenerate within some sizable radius. I think it's 5 or 10% max health per second. So quite good for Inaros, not great for anybody else or anybody who doesn't have very high health. So Nidus it'll be good on, Nidus, however that's pronounced. It'll be good on a Chroma or Rhino build for large amounts of health. Anybody who has like 1,000 plus health is going to benefit from it. Otherwise, you kind of want to. So from here, we just do the yoink. Denied. The denial Bursa. And a 1. Oh no! There is danger here. Not to me though. Where's that other Bursa? Yoink! I could use ciphers on these, but they're not hard. See, he's... Oh wow, I don't recognize that attack, but it's kind of annoying. There's another one I can... Oh, is he dead already? Poor guy. Yeah, so my job is mostly to just, it's the other way, you goof. My job for these is mostly going to be to just grab Bursas, kill them, and hack them, and I just kind of like let other people worry about killing Razorback because I'm going to be busy yoinking stuff. Ow. Clang! Or zap, as the case may be.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Huh. Got the Gorgon Wraith BP. Nice, I guess. He's not bad. Alright. Let's go out and do another one. Not that they were incompetent, they were not. I just figured go for variety. Probably wind up getting put with the same people if they're starting immediately again anyway. That reminds me, I've got to build replacements for the Razorback ciphers that I'm using.
We've contracted you. You prepare to find your mark and eliminate the assigned target.
Corpus has tech weapons. We'll need to be careful.
Oh,
This prototype survives
zoinks.
our assault.
Okay.
We draw in a mountain of new offerings.
What just happened there? Goodness gracious.
Stay open. Scans show this facility is also
I
home
got
to
teleported
impressive weapons.
somehow.
We have to deal with both at the same time.
Oh, how did you get knocked over? Where's the... Ouch. There it is.
Put in reinforcements. Up Ursa.
I'd rather prefer avoiding breaking glass,
Watch yourself.
if at all possible. That, I think, was the glass breaking, which is indeed what I wish to avoid. I'm not positive if that was me or someone else. Oh, whoa, whoa, hiccup there. Come on, there it is. And if you're wondering how I do those so quickly,
Robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
practice.
Security systems
Wow, what a waste. Why would anyone deploy that? There's no need.
Alarms have been set. All previous
This isn't a spy.
Razorback have failed.
If this was a spy mission, that'd be one thing.
Through with shields.
Spy mission, it ain't. The Razorback can be kind of a pain in the butt. He can be tricky the first couple times you fight him because you don't really understand what you're doing. You just see a big chunky jackal, a jackal on steroids, and then you try fighting him and you're doing no damage, and then there's bursts up on these places and there's things shooting at you and it's oh my god, you know. Okay, so we're gonna pop you out because I'm going to get you. Yoink.
You know what to do.
There's no more. Where is it? There it is. Let's see if I got the angle on that right. No, I did not. Let's try that again. Yoink. There we go. I have to build more ciphers anyway. No. Oh, I still don't have my 4 up. I did. Oh, there was that transition before. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oops. That was the other kind. Roll. It's like isolator versus on principle. Anyway. Oh, hi, Chief. Zap! No, he's not dead. These two shall pass. think. No? Is he still kicking? He's still kicking. So the only real trick here is that you have to get the angle right to yoink them. I can safely ignore those. Because you can yank them straight into the little guardrail there. And they will just kind of, a lot of the time, sit there, being like, oh no, inner roast grabbed me, what do? Oh, jeez Louise. Hyenas are friggin' twitchy is what they are. And I think the reason they're so twitchy is because they've got that, like, ground to floor to ceiling transition stuff they do. And I think that kind of makes them do some very strange and unpredictable things under the right circumstances.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Gorgon Wraith stock, not bad. I should really check to see how many Gorgon Wraiths I can build at this point. Hell, I could probably trade that to make up the plat I just spent. I don't know how much Gorgon Wraiths are going for, because I've never looked. So I do not know. They could be worth absolutely nothing, for all I know. Actually, let me... Out of morbid interest. And besides, I have to do this anyway. Let's see, I need to build another one of you. I don't actually need any of any of those that I'm building, but Gorgon. There we go. I could build one because the barrel is exceptionally rare. So I could sell that because I don't. I already have one built. Unless for some reason they decide to allow you to dual wield those at some point in the near future, which I think is vanishingly unlikely. Oh my gosh. Vanishingly unlikely indeed. Dual wielded two-handed rifle weapons would be cool, but eh. Like the twin Gricada. Which I think is really the only example of that we have in-game. That's largely because
The assassination
it's
target
cool.
is nearby. Seek and destroy.
Watch the security systems.
There we go. Oh, come on, move.
Nathaniel's prototype survives our assault. He'll be able to draw in a mountain of new offerings. We must turn the scheme against him. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Yeah, red crit. Bleh. You dead.
Watch yourself. The alarms have attracted a Bursa.
Oh no. A Bursa? Whatever shall I do? Okay, we're going up. That's what we're doing. Got an Obi. Oh, I forgot to equip my Easter stuff to, oh, I forgot something. I keep meaning to do that with all the frames that I use lately, because we've got the Easter ephemera, which drops little eggs, and we've got the bunny ears back, which is nice. I like the idea of ephemera. So far they've been all obtainable in-game craftable items, so no plat purchase required. They have been a pain in the butt to acquire. I do not have all of them for certain. At some point I do want to do some exploiter runs. I may do that today. Because I, like, other than running some, like, void fissures, I don't really have, maybe, like, doing a couple half-hearted runs for the wolf.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Oh my goodness, just give me the cipher. If that thing is solvable, I would be interested to without using the Razorback cipher, I would be interested to see what hacks someone was using. I know I tried for a minute or two the first time, but they all move, so. Much clank, dude. Much clank. Don't trot me over the edge though, please. Thank you. Where is he? Does not matter. There he is. Get over here, boy. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? There we go. I'm just gonna face tank those, because I don't care. They're not gonna hurt me. See, that's what I mean about doing it wrong. Nice. Let me see if I can regrope him. No, I can't. I don't know if I can recast it either. Okay, so I just screwed the pooch, as it were. Doesn't matter. We had him, like, nearly dead anyway. So the angle is important. I can try this with Mag. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing a couple more runs of this, get another Gorgon Wraith barrel. As he gets another Gorgon Wraith barrel. So now I can sell a full set for however much those are running. I have no clue. I could check Warframe Market, but I don't. Trading for plat is not something I actually make a habit of doing. I do it because I have a lot of stuff, and occasionally I will realize, wow, I could spend plat to get something, or I can just trade for it. Oh, cool. We have another MR27. I'm going to switch to Mag and see if you can do the same grabby grope material, because I thought I tried it last time. Prime. There we go. And it did not behave according to plan. It didn't want to grab the Bursa, but there are many reasons why that could be the case.
The assassination target by seek and destroy. With Nef Anya's prototypes assault, they'll be able to
Jeez,
drop
he's your
in a
rivened
mountain
out
of
friggin'
offerings. We must turn his scheme against him.
whatever
All
that
previous
shotgun
strikes
is.
against the Razorback have failed.
Why don't you?
You need to punch through its shields. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
I should have the one that disables robotics. That doesn't work on the Razorback mine, but it works on every other thing. I think it works on Bursas too, though for a shorter period. Gotta get myself charging a bit more juice. Sort of important here. This guy's an Inneros anyway, so even if I can't, I'm not at all concerned. Did they, like, do another passive PBR on Meg? Because she looks shinier than usual. I don't know what that's about. I am this close to hitting the gosh darn button. Not sure what's good. Well, that's all he's got. Fraggoth equals unbeliever. Well, he would be... Oh, we could have just gone up that the whole time. I feel like an idiot. Why didn't I do that? That would have been faster. Gotta rebuild more Razorback ciphers, though.
The alarms have triggered a Bursa.
Yeah. No. Come on. There we go.
A Bursa. Stay alert. Scans show this facility is also home to upgraded Bursa bipeds.
Yes, they are, for a given value of upgraded. Clank. Ah, bugger it. I'll use the bloody Scyther. Doesn't bloody matter to me. No, no, Sherry Bob lashes and legend lashes. It's about as silly as a submarine with a screen door. Okay.
Assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
Let's see if pull will do the trick. That would be nice. Going at it from the wrong angle. Yeah, that's not doing it. Come on. Get down here, you fatty. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not reviving that damn thing. It's my cavat, and I'm not going to revive it. This I will use a cipher for because I am sort of limited for time on that. So yeah, Inaros, that's the way to do these. I don't know why I switched to Mag, I feel like a goof. Loki's switch teleport will do it as well, I believe. We can try that too, while we're experimenting. Oh, it had not returned yet. Whoops. No, he's reviving my cat, not me. It's fine. I won't cry. Oh, he got me too. Never mind. Budos band. They are my jam. That should shut him down. It sure did. It also made him some very interesting behaviors there. I'm just gonna use a cipher on it. I ain't got time. Well, I do. I have a lot of time. I have nothing but time at the moment. This is going more or less how it's intended to go, which is agonizingly. This fight ordinarily sucks quite a bit, as you people can see right now. It is... Yeah, it's because pull doesn't work on them. So I'll try a switch teleport Loki, which I believe works as well, but they're a lot more fragile doing that. So what I'm probably going to do is gear one for as much power cast speed as I can. If Mag's pull worked on that, on the Bursas, this fight would be pretty trivial. As it is, they probably shouldn't let Inaros' work, but... So yeah, what I'm thinking is efficiency and cast speed above all other attributes. And I have the loadout slots, so that's not a problem. I'm gonna just double check over here to see if there's a Iatan. I love spawning in these rooms. I don't think they spawn there any more often than they do anywhere else, but it feels like they do. So Voodoo, as I was talking about on last week's stream with the whole concept of Voodoo as it pertains to things like RNG and the Wolf specifically, and Stalker legs. Voodoo is important for peace of mind. It is very much all about confirmation bias on the part of the person doing it. I'm going to swap to that Loki. Loki Prime. Which for some reason I have decked out in that. Interesting. Oh, wow. I didn't think I had a red and black paint scheme, but apparently I have one. Sorry, folks. I am now part of the Edgelord team. Team Edgelord. What does the Arcane Essence Helmet do? Ah! Efficiency boost. Righto. Upgrade.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and
Go
cut down
put
and make the load.
Arcane Guardian on there. Safeguard switch. No. So I'll just set it up here. I don't need a ton of range. Core Proj, there it is. Speed. That's casting speed. Casting. Because there are only the two. This is fine. Okay, we want... Oh, it's 15% efficiency from the Essence Helm. That is very nice. We want efficiency. And to that end, if I go with Fleeting Expertise, I cap that out handily. Duration is largely irrelevant, so I don't need to worry about that. What do I have for augments that could be? Push invisibility, I might throw on there. Irradiating disarm can be very handy. Ah, here we go. That I want. So, so I'm going to max that one out and see what that does when maxed out, because I don't honestly know. Increases decoy cast speed by 50%. That is going to be useful because of what I'm going to be doing with it. Because what I'm going to be doing with it is... Oh, come on now. Is brief respite? Just go speed just to make sure there isn't another casting speed mod. I'm pretty sure there is not very good. Okay, so from here I want primed flow, so I just have, you know, that much more energy. After that, really anything goes, to be honest. Not probably pop some range in there, I guess. I don't need any energy strength, power strength at all, because I don't think that is affected by, yeah, it's more than enough range on that. I do want a bit more duration than that, maybe. Where's my duration? Here it is. What does that come to? Just in case, I might need it. Actually, 10 seconds? 10 seconds is all I need. Disarm is going to be as long as that's effectively permanent. So I'm just going to plop more Augs on here. I don't care. Ordinarily I'd go for Hushed Invisibility immediately, but I don't need it. I don't need it for that. Oh, duration I do want though for my cloaks. How long are my cloaks gonna last? 4 seconds? No, that's not okay. Since I'm doing switch teleport, what does that bring me to? I can make do with 10. I can make do with 10. I'm gonna be crying the whole time, but I can make do with that. Okay, and the last thing then is, what are those called? There's the Gladiator Augur. No, Vigilante. There we go. Augur. It is the Augur ones.
I know it. I knew it in my bones.
which I also can't fit on there. Crap. Oh well. But I've got my casting speed out the yin-yang. I mean, I've got plus 50%, plus 15%, so 65%, plus another 50 on decoy, which is going to be where this happens, as it were. So I guess just look for depolarity mods that I can cram on there. I guess I can do shields. Because I can't do that. Oh, quick thinking, why not? No, I can't fit quick thinking. Well, adaptation it is, because adaptation is so darn good. Not that I'm going to be taking enough hits for that to be relevant, I should add. What does the knave skin look like on this event? Kinda goofy. But it's not red and black, so I will take it. Also makes my head look ridiculously huge. Very large head. Oh, right. I gotta build more of these. Oh, and I have to check my void juice. Because I think... Oh no, I only have 50. Okay, we're good. There's something else I needed to check that I told myself I needed to check. Maybe it was the cat. No? What was the thing? Must have... Oh, right. Nightwave. Nightwave stuff. What do we got? Fishing? Nope. Not now. Sortie? Ick. Oh, that's easy. Profit taker. Ick. More mining. Bounties. Ick. That I won't do. Sortie I'll do. Mob def stuff is easy. Rare mods is... It'll either happen or it won't. And then cash is in Savos.
Ta-ta, lovelies.
Ta-ta indeed. Okay, so we can get back to doing one more of these, see if I can switch teleport them out of there. If I cannot switch teleport them out of there, I'll wonder why the hell I bothered. In any event, Inaros is much easier to do it with, because Loki's fragile. Duh. That is the long and the short of it, is Loki and Mag are fragile. Other CC frames that could pull him over. Who else could yoink him over? That's a good question. Let's see. Lots of indirect CC. I don't know what this thing's doing. I did not cats this time. Let me think. Frames with a pulling or pushing type. You could probably do it. I could try it with an operator, trying to void dash and push them. That might work. But I wouldn't bet my life on it because bursts are durable. Let's see. Nidus's might. Nidus's might. I am not totally sure that that would work. Mostly because the angle is harsh. The angle is what's going to kill you there. Oh, buddy. Good night, dude. I don't think that maneuver right there, I don't think that works on versus.
You need to find a way to punch through its shields. Watch yourself. The alarms have attracted a Versa.
Versa. Attracted by alarms. Like 3 times. Oh my goodness, why? Urgh. I don't have much time left on my cloak. So. I'm not spending more of those right now. I'm not in the mood. I don't care about this dead November guy. Sorry. I have places to be. I do not know for sure that switch teleport's gonna work. But switch teleport should work in midair, so that's something. Oh, that's right, I can stay like this for friggin' days if you gear yourself properly, which is necessary for a number of ribbons. I could time it, but I have a life. I don't understand what the delay is. If he's trying to leech, he's not doing it very well. This is not a mission you can really leech on. It doesn't work that way. I don't want to be a snarky person asking what the holdup is, but what is the holdup?
You've located VIP. Time to go to work.
Aha! Ow! Stop! There we go. So that works. I have to cipher it up. The difficulty is that I have to do that in order to make it work. Oops! Oh no! Oh, that probably confused the shit out of that poor guy. Whoops! Ow. Oh my goodness. That's another thing I can just do. That's really cool. Oh, it's dead. So yeah, that works too. Difficulty is you're extremely fragile. Unfortunately. So that is indeed... very pointedly trying not to aim in that direction. Who's seeing you and why are they seeing you? Just make it all die. This is why I brought the frickin' Amprex, for goodness sake, is to make all the things nearby not live. I need to grab this. It's an amber. I need ambers. Ambers are important to me. Ah. Went the wrong way, apparently. Oh my goodness, I hate the way the minimap does this. you go in like a ridiculously specific pattern.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Okay, I think that's enough. I think we have successfully proven to ourselves that certain things do and do not work. Actually, you could probably do it with Nidus if you cast the bubble on the pillar. It would probably be able to suck the thing straight in. That would probably work. Other Hydroid might work if he gets up there on his own. Okay. Well, in any event, I'm going to change my equipment. Let's see. We want to do something relaxing, I think. Mirage Prime. I haven't done Mirage in a while. And with Mirage, explosions are always awesome. So we'll go with the Tsar and the where are you? Colstar. And we get more pucks with that. Oh, actually, I can do the. Let's see. That'll be slightly less hazardous for my health. To boot. Really? I don't have a second energy color for Mirage? I thought I could have sworn I formed this. Egad. I must have formed this. Well, clearly. I did not. Clearly. Why am I stacking armor? Sprint speed, I guess? Question mark? I don't know what I was doing with this build. This build makes very little sense to me. That's okay. It's Mirage. Mirage, it's yet another one of those frames that's actually very, 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 very good. It just doesn't have Omni Cloak.
Please return covered in
What was I doing? Right. Regalia. Back sigil. Deal. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Okay. And we're just doing some humdrum type materials here. We got X terms, we got interceptions, we got defense. X terms are as good as anything. Oh wow. Actually, I have 16 of those. Neat. I have more of those than I have non-radiance. Which goes to show how many of those I've got. Hint, it's a lot. I didn't check enemy level, so Wolf probably won't spawn, unfortunately. These are all defenses.
Eliminate all Corvus threats.
Which I am not all about, if I'm honest.
Watch out.
Oh, wow, that was clever.
Nearby. Do you have a map?
Did it really not,
A fissure. Defend yourself.
Good work, dude.
To open relics. They're dropping reactant. To crack open relics.
I didn't blow that thing up. I blew myself
Don't
up.
forget the
That's
reactant.
different.
You need more to open that relic.
That's different. I'm clever. I had a plan. So it goes to show how strong that is. So way back in the day, Mirage used to, for every single clone Mirage has out, in Hall of Mirrors, which is 4, by the way, she would shoot projectiles. This was problematic in the sense that that could be a lot of gosh darn projectiles indeed. So they made it so that it was a bit stronger. It was like 25% damage or something, relatively low. So they made it a bit stronger, considerably stronger, like 60% per. but only like the front two will shoot. Which is fine. You still are. It's like guaranteed 200 plus 200% multi-shot in its way. Wears out just in time. So for perspective, that happens. I'm going the wrong way. Nice work. Nice work. Boom. That will kill me. So it's a lot. And apparently this doesn't shoot out 3 of those. I thought it did, but clearly not. That's unfortunate. So I will switch back to the Cullstar so we can have just absolute comedy amounts of explosions. Still need to kill a bunch of dudes. I can't see for diddly. This was a capture mission? Oh, because it was these guys. I pay attention. I pay attention for sure.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful
Boom,
mission.
boom,
Find
boom.
extraction.
And a good time was had by not those guys. A better time was had by the disco ball. Hello, disco ball, and you're welcome. What time? Spinneth to winneth. Oh, choices and decisions. I'll switch to that one. I may as well give him the juice. I think the Fang Prime is not in rotation at the moment, but I don't actually know. Not like the Fang Prime is all that good. Dual daggers, unfortunately, are in a bad spot. Their stances are kind of clunky. There haven't been any new ones in a while, so power creep has kind of hurt them pretty badly in that regard. It's too bad, because I think they're cool. If they were allowed to use... oh, what the hell's it called? Dagger...
Operator, you have remembered well how to
Covert lethality. I always remember it as like 2 hyphenated words. Kovleth. And I couldn't remember what it was. Covert lethality. If dual daggers could use covert lethality, they'd be relevant at least. Fang. I don't know why I had a spare. Must have been like a drop of some kind. Yeah, no Kovleth. As you can see. Which is unfortunate. So otherwise, they could have been something. How many dual daggers are there? There are not many. Did these count as dual daggers? I don't remember. I don't remember what these are. These apparently are indeed dual daggers, which means these are probably the best dual daggers available. Because they're the most recent. Actually, wait. Hold the phone. Yeah, it's dual daggers. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Or didn't say anything. Or forget I just forget. Forget that I forgot. I'm having one of those mornings, and I apologize. Repeat listeners probably are realizing that I have a lot of those mornings lately. I don't know why. Why do I have hammer? Oh, okay, so I can get up to 7x multiplier. That's why. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, Firestorm would be nice though, increasing that blast radius, but Prime Shred doesn't do much good. Although, I don't remember if it affects the cluster projectile, so it might make it easier in some ways to get through a crowd. Doesn't matter much. Do I have a dedicated duration build? I do not, so I'm going to make a dedicated duration build real quick. Because I just want to never have to... I want to just never, ever, ever, ever need to use cast powers, ever, for any reason. Which means getting myself up to that good old 306% breakpoint, I think it is. Yeah, 3.6. Let's see. It's for energy max. I have juice. Range is less relevant. Go for flow. Oh, let me get a friggin' aura on there first. Good golly. Let's see. Efficiency would be nice. Let's get streamline on there at least. Got another depot area? Get it. Might actually slap adaptation on there so that you have even more preposterous damage resistance. What was I doing? Efficiency points. Just having 30% is fine. That's all I do. Streamline. It's called Streamline. I'm so special today. It's because I'm listening to awesome jams, which is probably a bad idea. That's probably gonna get flagged for sure. That's okay. I'll cry about it later. I'll just play Papa Chango instead. Which is another band that's very similar, but they're from Australia, so who will know they exist, right? Sorry, Australians. You guys are great. You brought us Vegemite. That mild, smooth flavor. Here we go. Let me... So, I think I'm going to do... I could do quick thinking, but quick thinking... I don't know. That's like a build setup that has never really worked for me. Like, even when it was super good. That was before Primed Flow, I think. It was kind of dodgy. I know what I'm looking for, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness. Intensify, there you are. Now, auger. Ah, that won't fit. It just barely doesn't. By 1 point. Grumball. So I need a depolarity worth 6 that is actually worth equipping. Depolarity worth 6 worth equipping. Probably Vigor. Not feeling Vigor. Why is Mirage better armored? I just don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm talking to myself, I realize that, but that's what I do here today, these days. I've never stacked Agility, Drift, and Aviator. I should get around to doing that and seeing how that works. But it's 2 mod slots that I can spend on just about anything else. So I generally don't. Okay, here it is, fine. It's not that sizable an increase in any event. Whatever, we've done it now. Okay. Let's make sure I label that accordingly as duration. Oh, sugar. That's what I forgot to do, was augments. Total eclipse is kind of important. Do I have anything else I can fit in that slot? Erg, I do not. This distresses me. Because Total Eclipse is really nice for the team. I will have to rework that build at some point. I've got a form of this thing in fact. I've got a form of this anyway. So I'm gonna. What's on here that I need to worry about? I don't know why there are 2 depolarities. I don't know. I don't need 2 depolarities. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plop a hyphen there. Whatever that's called, I don't know. Yes, that'll be fine. I should be able to keep just about everything. What did I have there? I can tell you right now what I had there. I had Total Eclipse there. Let's see. I still can't fit it in. Yet. See what I'm doing here is I'm getting sufficient overhead because it'll be 9. It's not quite enough. Sugar. We'll be able to fit something fancier on, I guess. So much grumble. I know, this is what people really wanted to see. Some guy grumbling about how he didn't think his builds through. How long does that let me...
Ordis did not think the operator could be more attractive. Wrong again, Ordis.
Actually, what happens when I put black there instead so I can add a little ease of peering through? It does nothing. Great. Let's try swapping that to black.
The system continues to fall into chaos. Check navigation for active invasions.
Used to be much. I want to have white there. Well, it's creepy when it isn't white. Whatever. We're fine. We're fine. Just stick with it. Okay, what were we doing? Good question. Okay, so we want it to be over level 24. Not doing survival. We'll just keep doing these. If the wolf shows up, great. Watch. Just you wait. I'm not convinced that he will. I'm moderately confident he will not. If he does, fantastic. I'm not prepared for that. And I am more likely to kill myself. Is the duration of that? 30 seconds, and that's just at level 1. That is not shabby. Where are my mirrors? They really only give me one at a time now? Appears to be the case. So that's hitting like a truck dough. I'm happy about that. So Mirage, as stated, fairly strong in terms of direct application of damage, but not from her powers. So Cullstar will shoot mini projectile.
One of our own believes they are the equal of our foe, and
Still
baby,
need reactant.
they are acting like.
Walkers incoming.
I have to be careful of those because that stuff is indeed more than capable of killing me.
That's it. You
Try
opened
to,
the realm.
yes, I know my Cullstar has a ribbon, but I don't know if I have it equipped. Oh, no.
Words coming in of so many of you being your best self. Nora is just beside herself with admiration.
Oh wow, good one. Just blow up the ice crate. What could possibly go wrong? I seem to recall that my Cullstar ribbon had some other unfortunate side effects. I couldn't tell you what that was, other than making the Cullstar an already incredibly collateral damage prone weapon. Even more so, which is saying something. Wow, I do that a lot.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
So weapons that are great with Mirage is literally all of them. Mirage, I believe, can well, out damage is a strong word. But can give a Chroma a run for his money in terms of damage output, but it is spread out more, which has its significant disadvantages. It's also easier to use than Chroma. Chroma is very procedure intensive, where you have to have a weapon that's going to deal self damage in order to get your damage up high enough so that you can actually hurt the thing you're shooting at. Whereas Mirage hits one and shoots it. So much quicker, can have pretty lengthy uptime, as we will see as this gets leveled up. I'm going to switch to a weapon that doesn't make me want to cry, and isn't going to kill me quite as often. Also, sweet new gun in. Oh, because they've got a friggin'. That's why nobody's tuning in, because they have a stream going. No, it's Wednesday. They do their streams on some other day. I don't remember when prime time is. I do not know when prime time is. Oh well. Plasmor. Dance the strong gun. I'm probably going to do Supra Vandal though, because the Supra Vandal is a giant chuckle gun. You shoot a lot with it. Oh, I haven't actually done the alt fire on the Batacore yet with Mirage, so I'd be interested to see if that works. Shred, yeah, I have for the fire rate. Right. I remember now. I remember. It all comes back. Slowly, but surely, it all comes back. Where are you? Malignant Force. There we go. And we are not going to use Cullstar because I'm tired of getting my own ass killed. So we'll do Dual Sestra for our Daka fix. More shooty. Even more. Let's see. Extreme X2. What do we got? Got another survival that popped up, I think. Spectacular. No, that's Too late. We're doing it. If I'm the only one doing it, that's fine. I can do that on my own. I'd rather not, but I can. Doing interception solo can actually go quicker if you're on the ball and using stuff to your strengths. Going with a Octavia, for instance, can really. Yeah, man. Why don't I have a second one up?
They're dropping reactant. Use it to open a relic. Going to need more reactant. You want to open a relic.
Okay. I could not tell if that shot from both. It did. So that's pretty good then. That's pretty good. The Vaticore is kind of like a, it's a burst fire projectile weapon with a underslung Opticore. I think it can actually out-damage the Opticore. Ammo economy is a bit more lackluster. Boom! He did. I have not been paying attention to the map, so I don't actually know what has and has not been captured, because I am a special boy. And it builds up charge based on kills for the... and you can fire it off. You get one kill, you can fire off the little Opticore thing. But... it's a substantial but. Oh, they're there. We've already got this. I think I was missing there, but I clearly was, so no big. My aim there was atrocious. Gonna plop down my pucks. To get more. Mirage will duplicate those very handily. Yeah, it's definitely firing off another one. That's pretty good. Because that thing's pretty beastly. So yeah, Mirage will duplicate pucks. It won't apparently do the duplication for the Azima alternate alt fire. Don't really know why. I would think that would be that would be what it would do, but clearly not. And I believe the shot from the alt fire shot on the Vaticore is free as well. As long as you've gotten a kill, it's just like, you don't have to worry about spending extra ammo. You're good. Please be on your way, sir, and kill the crap out of that dude. I'm gonna look at my ammo totals when I shoot this. Yeah, it's free. That's what I thought. And considering you can get charges for it, toot sweet.
Message decoded.
It's pretty good. That said, it is a burst fire weapon, and there are disadvantages inherent with burst fire weapons. Mainly that they are burst fire. Gonna go over here.
What force reinforcements? Are you willing to stay and decode more
Somebody's
messages?
shooting at me through a wall. I don't approve. I did not kill it. And it is still shooting at me. Oh boy. Gosh. Grand Prime, I guess. Because the Grand Prime is stupid busted at the moment. Still. Very, very strong. Paracesis outdoes it simply because of the mod capacity. That thing is dumb. was actually going to leave after one wave, but I'll do another one. I'm not picky.
Detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal.
He's got to be in there. Wow. Okay. Fine. Throw grenades at me through the wall, why don't you? I have guns. I shoot with them.
We're captured. Beginning stream code now.
This friggin' he's just better be in here. He's not. Ah, it's a glitched enemy. Go home. Go home to your evil planet of evildoers. And this location is under my aegis. Very, very much under my aegis, as you can see. Something hops up there, they're gonna have a bad day. Click, click, click.
We are done. Keep it up. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
And just have to concentrate on keeping things alive. Or captured. Oh, that was a bit of twitchy lag behavior. What? Thinks it can attack me? What foolishness. What tomfoolery, what chicanery. What is that hovering effect? Well, I need to get that thing back up and running. Disadvantage that you will find with frames like Mirage and Octavia. I would actually compare favorably to each other. I think they are very similar in some regards, where they do have a certain amount of synergy. Well, actually, yeah, they do have a certain amount of synergy, but they are incredibly good at being very strong and independent. He already has that situation handled. The clones do duplicate everything you do, except for apparently, again, the Azima alt-fire projectile. Still don't know why.
That's it.
That one is
Finish your
exempt,
mission and we'll take a look inside.
possibly because it would be too much of a resource drain. I do not know. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. But I have not heard it. I did not know until today that it did not work. I do know that the two Zenistar pucks are considerably weaker. Just hit him. Thank you. Really bad at hitting them in midair. Mid-slide.
Have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area.
I waited to read a play because you can get some really funky situations where if your clones disappear before your puck disappears and you recast, it'll shoot out the extra pucks but not and take back your other one, and you can really be inefficient that way. Since it is a binary either or weapon, you either have pucks out or you do not, as opposed to Octavia with her duplicate augment. Let's see, there's a forma. I do need a forma, but I also think I need ducats. So, but I also need forma. I'm going to check on the amount of ducats I have,
The data you have collected here
because I may in fact have a large number of ducats at the moment, and I do not need to worry about such petty concerns. Spatacore works. That's interesting. Very interesting that the Azima's alt-fire does not work. So, it probably is a performance hog, because that is an extra projectile that shoots extra projectiles, and it's probably not too healthy. So for other... I haven't ever tried the Buzzlock with... Mirage, so for all I know, that's spectacular. Not a big Buzzlock fan. Its gimmick is really cool. I like its gimmick, but it, I don't know what happened here. It was to change the polarity at some point. Or the cost of something by 1 point. I don't know. I'm not going to argue with it. Well, Buzzlock ribbon? I don't think I do. I do not. It'd be cute to have one for the Buzzlock, but again, not a huge fan of the weapon. It's okay. Cool gimmick, not a spectacularly strong weapon, unfortunately. Alrighty. Let's see if there's a high-level exterminate. That will do handily. It will not work particularly well with what I have equipped, but that's okay. As you can see, I have not encountered the wolf yet, so I think that of course is not qualitatively debunking that having more items formed at once reduces or increases how often he's going to show up.
You are here. Capture mission. You must
Since
capture
that,
and
again,
extract our
it's
target.
all unfortunately confirmation bias.
You need them to open a relic. But are you confident?
Simple facts of the matter are, as far as anyone knows, for sure, what is going on?
Defend yourself and use reactive to open relics.
Oh my goodness.
Topic reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. It is working on your relic. Find more. Scans indicate target is in the vicinity. Find
Revive my cat.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. The relic is cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Accuracy of your other clones is kind of is your biggest problem with bringing, say, Mirage for a.
We'll interrogate the captive back at base. That part is done here.
Was
Tenno.
that the wolf
A juggernaut
howling?
nearby.
No, it's the
It
jug.
will only attack when it senses high concentrations
Jugs.
of infected blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go
cares?
away.
Looks like. Which is about what I expected. I do not know if the Juggernaut interrupts or
The
prevents.
juggernaut. I think you made it angry. Good work.
He probably does, because I think he works on it in a similar fashion in terms of the spawn logic. But I do not know, because he does operate differently enough that I would not bet my life that he counts. Oh. The Juggernaut. It's not all that dangerous. Oh, here we go. Typedo Prime handle. Yoink. That is ducats in the bank. Alternatively, actually, since I don't have the Typedo Prime yet, I don't think. That is mine now.
Excellent work.
I keep
We'll
this.
interrogate the captive back at base. Your part
So
is
that's
done
nice.
here.
I don't have to
Tenno.
worry about getting that component. Okay. hydration. It's sort of important. Let's see. And this last bit. I figured we could just bop on over to Hydron, which is said. Which I'm not seeing because I'm right. There it is. Hydron is in center. And we'll see if our friend the wolf doesn't show. I'll try cobbling. If he does show, he won't. Ah, no. No, 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 no. Ah, I still have the Buzzlock equipped. Crap. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Well, if he does show up, this is going to be, fun. I guess is the word. I don't think blinding works on him, so I can't blind him. I don't have the group eclipse buff equipped. I have made mistakes. Mistakes were made. That is too high. That is not going to work. Somebody is smart and brought an Octavia. That is kitted. Kitted with what? What is our... duration's okay. Duration's okay. Not max duration, but too hard. Max duration. I could really, really stand to put Prime Shred on here. Yeah, 30%. Okay, okay. High emphasis on duration, looks like a little range on them. I can't see their mallet, so I don't know for sure. That's a nice 10-gen Inero skin. Look at where that's due. That's pretty good. Hopefully, if it'll show me range. That is, if not max range, then way up there. It's like probably better part of 200% at least. That's just purely on eyeballing it. So they have a build comp similar to the one I usually roll with, but with a bit more power damage. I think of making it more all-rounder build anyway, so I might go with that. Because right now the 3 Octavia builds I have set up are one that maximizes duration, one that maximizes range, all at the cost of everything else, and one that maximizes attack power. And I think going with like 200 duration, 200 range, probably like 200 power strength would probably be a good idea. He's dead. Yeah, I could definitely stand to fit a whole lot of different things on this gun. Like that its zoom is really, really tiny. I do like that. This is, by the way, not going to be especially useful against the wolf. It is not spec'd for radiation. So, and that's about the only thing that does any damage worth mentioning to the wolf. Here's one other damage type that affects the armor and health type that he has a bit more than not, but I can't remember what it is offhand. Could be cold actually, but I don't know. Substantial, it's not bad. That's a they jump down, they'll all they go bold. It should have punched them, does it? Can't tell. Maybe not. Maybe I couldn't afford punch through on it. That was 60 seconds. That's not too shabby. I think that's... Is that at level 3 now? Power, ability... No, that's at rank 2, so that's actually going to be longer than pure durability. So that's nice. Octavia. Octavia is pretty great. So that there is an Octavia in the party, for me, means that if the wolf does, for some reason, decide to show up, which he's out of time to do for all intents and purposes. Oh, crazy little cat lady. That's okay. They're cute cats.
Reinforcements available. Do
I
you
have to-
choose to leave or continue?
I have to change my
We're
loadout
done here. The
significantly.
extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
See, if the wolf, if you could do magnetize, Mag's magnetize on the wolf, he would be an absolute chump. He would go down faster than you could blink. Magnetize is absolutely devastating. But unfortunately, boss is, unfortunately on him rather specifically, that is a non-option. That is not something you can do. Much though I wish it were not the case. It does a ton of damage in general, but where are you? There was another radiation heavy weapon that I wanted to try. Shoot, maybe that was it. Goodness. My poor brain, just not doing what it's supposed to do today. Sobek also will put in work. Let's go with the Exorcist for now. I'll just be a giant. Kaplow to the
Excellent armaments,
Kaplow to the
operator.
noggin.
Please
Let's
return covered in
see.
blood.
I need to get this converted to do radiation. So, there we go. Radiation. I've got to double check to see if I've got the wolf in my codex so I can see its weaknesses. Where's factions? Wolf. I apparently don't have him scanned sufficiently. Great. Thought the past several times I had scanned them, but apparently not. This is unfortunate. So I now need to hope that he does show up. And I have to see what I've got on here. I've got electricity and viral, so if I just swap that to
I've been thinking, operator.
sister.
I thought you'd want to know.
But it does minus a huge amount of damage to Grenadier, so we're not doing that. Where are you? I need to swap that out for Scorch. Plop. Radiation damage is what I need to be doing to him, because that is going to hurt him the most. And I'll get my Sarpa out as well, because that way I can reduce his armor with Shattering Impact, which will be good. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep doing that. Oh, actually, I'll see if there's a wolf hunting group floating around. See if anyone joins, otherwise I'll just keep doing Hydron. Just another 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna do other things. Okay. I have a life. We can just do this at random. We'll do it with randos. We'll do it live. This is fine. It's a non-problem. I'm confident in my ability to potentially kill the wolf solo, if need be. I'm also quite confident in my ability to actually do this mission solo, if need be. I'm not worried about that.
Deteriorates over time. Is that what makes them violent?
That's what we're going to be doing a lot to the wolf, is shooting that off and hoping that that connects as much as humanly possible. So what I'm going to do in terms of having to fulfill my role as defending here, where are you? I forgot to equip the defender as well. I'll keep doing that. Range on that is pretty pitiful though. Boom! Somebody left the squad, how sad. Don't know why. Oh, cool. We have a Hildren, which will be nice for all those bonus shields. Hildren is pretty good. Kind of finicky to use and get used to using, I should say, but definitely by no means weak. Question. Those... Oh wait, yes they will. That counts as power damage. I have honestly never tried that before. That saddens me. Pretty predictable though. You have to aim way off angle to make it happen. Oh, unless I did one off, and that's why it happened. That would be real embarrassing. I don't think he will appear, to be honest, but you never know. There could be a Santa Claus. Not just in the metaphorical sense. Enough attack speed, you can actually use this to move backwards incredibly quickly. I do not have enough attack speed. This is the Sarpe is not great for getting crits. Maybe if you had a ribbon for the purpose, but it's not huge on the crit thing. Being a gun-bladed, slide attacks are not overly impressive, and you might as well just do normal parkour to move around anyway. Who cares? 1, 3. I'm gonna do this vertically, so it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, which will very handily eradicate whatever I need eradicated. Okay, so that does work, and I believe I am voided. No, I was not voided. No wonder it worked. I need to find out what those things are. It's not like the enemies here are especially difficult. I mean, it's high-level Grineer, so moderate level Grineer, I should say. High level is slightly disingenuous. That's right, I have lower range than I'm accustomed to. So, for a nice, decent bit of perspective on how much Daka you can pump forth. It's a fairly sizable amount of Daka. It is a lot of bullets. The dual Sestra is quite nice. It's just, to call it ammo inefficient would be a bit of an understatement. Very nice. He does as well as I can find out. Now the Redeemer does in fact do more damage than the Sarpa. The Redeemer Prime at any rate. Even with the same stance. It is shorter ranged.
Available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
And I actually have to run now. So I'm going to have to call it quits here anyway. But you cannot do Shattering Impact with it. Because the blasts it does do blast damage, as opposed to the physical damage types. So Sarpa, though, will do the physical damage types, including Impact. So Shattering Impact worketh. It worketh. Alright, and with that, I do in fact have to call it a day for this stream today. I will be doing Storytime Saturday. Same time, but on Saturday. So do feel free, please, to tune in then. Other than that, see you folks next week and have a great day. Thanks for tuning in if you did.